Hi, and welcome to this quick demo on how to run a CCP base level lab on the JITT 2.0 app. So from the home screen, I'm already logged in to the app, and from the home screen I'm going to select CCP course and tap on that. That will show me the available cohorts that I can use. So those would be the active cohorts. So you just click on the cohort that the candidates are in that you want to do this lab with, and that'll list the courses that are available for that cohort. The next step is to select which just-in-time training event you want to do. So this lists all the just-in-time training events that are linked to that course for that cohort. And that gets us to this introductory screen that you can sort of get to before you actually want to start the event. It shows you a brief description, what the learning objectives are. Those are quite important to review because you want to make sure you get those across during the training session. Also gives you the estimated time of this and what resources you require and if there's any setup that's required. So this is only a test one. This will probably have a lot more information on it, hopefully, on the one that you actually do. If you click next, it takes you to the screen where we select the candidates and the facilitator. So to select the candidates, just start typing their first or last name. As you do that, the people in that cohort that have that letter in their name will appear. And you can select as many individuals as you need here. So we'll select 2 people for this particular event. And then I'm going to select the facilitator and then click next. That gets me to this sort of event home screen, if you will. It lists the introduction, that is sort of the overall scenario that you're putting the candidates into. Next section is questions and answers, and those are meant to be jumping off points for discussion. So you would together with them go through the questions. The answers are viewable as well by tapping View Answer. And it's really just sort of a question and answer to stimulate some discussion. The next section is the hands-on, which are actual skills that can be checked off as part of this event. So to check off a skill, you click Check Off Skill. The next screen shows which skill to be checked, which you've already selected, and then the candidates. So you need to select one or the other because you're actually doing a skill proficiency check off at this point. So you're going to check one of the candidates, and then there might be a little bit of a preamble that also might set up the situation a little bit, or that might be blank. And then there may or may not be skill reference materials as well. So once the candidate is complete the skill, you would select their performance level. So hopefully that's highly proficient. Any comments that you want to add, and then you click Submit to get that submitted. And then you may repeat that for the other candidate if you're checking both of them off, and then repeat it for the second skill if you're checking that off as well. Below that is our resources, and they can be in a variety of different formats. They can be free text, they can be PDFs, they can be links to videos that you can view. And that's really, again, just to have more resources for discussion or for demonstration or whatever the case may be. Once you're done the event, we would appreciate a rating at the bottom. So by rating the event, you're really rating the quality of the activity, not the student's performance of the activity. So this is more if you found that it really needed to list a piece of equipment that wasn't on there, or if there's an error in something that's on here, or if you thought it was really good, you can also let us know that, of course. And that's simply done just by selecting a star rating, and then you may or may not leave a comment as well. Once that's all done, you press Completed. That will take you again to a list of the learning objectives to confirm that these learning objectives were achieved. If you look at this list at this point and say, well, we didn't actually discuss this part, so we didn't achieve this objective, the best thing to do is to remediate that on the spot and hey, we need to discuss this as well. What do you think about this? And then achieve that learning objective. If that's not possible because you ran out of time or whatever the case may be, you would have to click no on that particular learning objective. So if you click no, it gives you the red X. If any of these you click the wrong thing and you want to change it, you can just click undo and then select the correct thing that you wanted to do. Once that's all done, you click submit, and that will take you back to the home screen with hopefully an alert that tells you that everything was successfully sent to the server. If there's an error that appears on here instead, it's important that you let somebody know, because this event might not have been successfully sent then, and we need to troubleshoot that. So this app for now does require access to the internet while it's being used. We are working on an offline version of this, but for now it needs to be on the internet while it's being used. And don't hesitate to reach out to me, Chris Anderson, if you have any problems or questions about the app.